What up, homies? Welcome back, Conspiracy University. Well, I'm gonna keep it this one. I'm gonna keep the conversation here quick, y'all. You know, I had a discussion today with somebody, and it's been on my mind because this person said that how dare I believe or think that our government or our healthcare professionals would ever want to put anything into our body that wasn't good for us, right? Or that wasn't going to help us. How dare they would ever think about putting something bad into our bodies, right? Like injecting something, or, pricking you with something, or getting that prick. Well, I got to give them some slack, right? To a certain extent, because, some people are just very naive, very gullible, right? They haven't been through enough things in this life to really understand the world for what it really is, right? And, I'm nobody to say, who's right or wrong or what the government does or doesn't do. But, we'll just let the government tell you, all right? We'll let the government tell you, explain to you that they will do this to you, all right? So, look, y'all, I'm going to play this little clip after this. Y'all do me that solid if y'all could and watch it all the way through, Help your boy out for the YouTube algorithm and all of that and whatnot. And as always, y'all, I appreciate every single one of y'all who come over here and rock with me. Y'all keep your eyes open out there, homies. Stay safe.
Stood between them and the truth were all the late nights and hard work they had to put in. This report I received today is a monumental document in more ways than one. But it is a very, very important piece of America's history, and it will shape America's future in ways that will make us a more honorable, more successful, and more ethical country. What this committee learned, I would like to review today with a little more detail than Dr. Faden said, because I think it must be engraved on our national memory. Thousands of government-sponsored experiments did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. The goal was to understand the effects of radiation exposure on the human body. While most of the tests were ethical by any standards, some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time in which they were conducted. They failed both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. In one scientist injected plutonium into 18 patients without their knowledge. In another, doctors exposed indigent cancer patients to excessive doses of radiation, a treatment from which it is virtually impossible that they could ever benefit. The report also demonstrates that these and other experiments were carried out on precisely those citizens who count most on the government for its help, the destitute and the gravely ill. But the dispossessed were not alone. Members of the military, precisely those on whom we and our government count most, they were also test subjects. Informed consent means your doctor tells you the risk of the treatment you are about to undergo. In too many cases, informed consent was withheld. Americans were kept in the dark about the effects of what was being done to them. The deception extended beyond the test subjects themselves to encompass their families and the American people as a whole. For these experiments were kept secret, and they were shrouded not for a compelling reason of national security, but for the simple fear of embarrassment, and that was wrong. Those who led the government when these decisions were made are no longer here to take responsibility for what they did. They're not here to apologize to the survivors, the family members of the communities whose lives were darkened by the shadow of the atom and these choices. So today, on behalf of another generation,